Yo guys, what up? Welcome back to Top Tier Arcade. My name is Steve, and we're actually at my parents' house. For this special presentation video, I had to do this because Street Fighter's in my blood. Top Tier's very fighting game oriented, and it's going to be a big part of the arcade. So I had to do a Street Fighter V review because it's engraved in me. It's such a part of the arcade and in my life, and we got to do this. So I'm going to start off for pretty much doing a quick review of what I think of the game starting off. Now, I know there's been a lot online, I know there's been a lot said, a lot of almost animosity towards it, so here's my opinion. Now this is coming from a guy that owns the arcade machine of Street Fighter 1, 2, 3, soon to be 4, and pretty much every rendition. So I'm doing it because I love it, so here's what I'm saying. As soon as I've played Street Fighter 5 for maybe a day and a half straight, maybe a few hours, every day. Here's my opinion. I think the game, straight up, when I put it in, it already had an update, which I already knew they, rushed it. I think the game, initially, right now, this vanilla version is rushed. The reason I say it is, yeah, there's, 16 characters or whatever. The characters I wasn't a big fan of at the beginning. So when I first saw it, I'm like, the game doesn't really even look too next gen. It looks a little, bland. I don't like the backgrounds that much. The character design's meh. I don't like how Ken looks. I mean, I know they're taking it kind of back to a more basic and systematic and simplistic fighting style like Street Fighter 2. And I'm cool with that because it's less gimmicks. But with that, I don't really... The graphics to me they're not that great. They're all right. Production value, it's not that great. So when I put the game in and play for the first time... there's no arcade mode, which is so annoying. The survival mode is annoying, but there's weird load times. The character design is, like I just said, because Street Fighter is more of like a cartoony than like a Mortal Kombat, production wasn't as good, so I expected that caliber. I think it's rushed. To go online and played a couple of matches, it was stupid. It disconnected all the time. You couldn't get online. You can't play this game individually. Right now, if you want to buy the game as an individual, like one person playing it just yourself, you won't like it. It sucks. It's not good. You can't play the arcade. The actual story mode is short. They intertwine. They use the same story mode for everyone. It's lame. So I honestly think what Capcom should have done, being I've seen the release of all of them, is delayed it like 3 to 4 months, bring it out in the spring, near summer, and have a big release and, add more characters, maybe make the roster 20, make the online, because that's what the game really is for, tight and make the better netcode, and just make it overall better experience, better loading to tune up the graphics, remember better modes. Because right now, there's not even like, you can't do like a skills mode, it says it's waiting. Yes, there's going to be DLC, but those characters should have already been there. So to be honest, the game is still, to me, an advanced beta. It shouldn't have came out. I know they wanted to rush it for the Capcom Cup. I know they wanted to rush it because right now there's not too many huge games out. I get it. But at the same time, they should be more responsible. I'm on Twitter all the time. Checking my Twitter below. And anytime during the video, if you like it or if you have any comments or a different opinion, let me know. Because we're going to head downstairs now. And we're kind of having an arcade launch party, and we've just got McDonald's, we got food, it's brutal, and my brother's here, my younger brother, my close friend Hunda's here from the Amiibo videos, and my two cousins, John and Dimitri, which helped me with my arcade pickups. So we're going to head downstairs, we're going to get their opinion, there's going to be cigar smoking, my brother's going to be doing this stuff, there's going to be vapes, there's going to be drinking, there's going to be madness. It's going to be fun. But at the same time, I'm going to get a real opinion out of it. We're going to show some gameplay. And we're just going to have a great afternoon this Sunday afternoon. So let's head downstairs. And I want to get their opinion of the game. And during this video, we're going to have the preliminary review. Then we're going to play it together. Then we're going to play it online. And after a few hours, we're going to come back and see if our opinion has changed. And if everything's changed on what we just spoke about. So let's head downstairs and let's see what we can do with Street Fighter V. Looked on some tutorials online. We got Street Fighter V set up. We got 10 double Big Macs or whatever the hell it is, 50 fries. We're going to go mad on this. So first we're going to do this. So Huna from the Amiibo videos. There's my younger brother George that always screws around in my videos. My two cousins as well. So first, I just did a review upstairs. Understanding about Street Fighter V. So Huna, tell me, when you first played this game, and we're going to be doing reviews during the day as we play together, What's your initial reaction of Street Fighter V right now?
Well, it's still Street Fighter, which I like. It's all the characters that I love and grew up with, and the only thing is that it's very different. But that's the same thing that happened in Street Fighter 3, and I ended up loving that game.
That's true. Yeah.
So all you gotta do is play it and see how it goes. But it's a lot of fun. That's awesome, and it's all the characters that I love. So I'm enjoying it. But
Fair enough.
I haven't played it much though, but I'll get to it.
Well, we'll see, if everybody's opinions change after we actually play it online and against each other. So then, okay, fair enough, thanks. What do you think, George, about yours as well, seeing online videos?
Well, I don't know. Playing the game, I noticed that in watching videos online, the game's really good and it's really fun, but it's a little bit, like, the pace is a little bit slow in the sense that you have to wait for a lot of, you have to wait for the opponent to kind of finish what they're doing, especially if it's a character with good priority like Bison. So you're kind of forced into like not being able to do anything until they're done doing what they're doing, and it makes the game a little bit frustrating to play. But I like the way they have it, that they're releasing characters every month and updating content every month, and they're going to be able to patch stuff up. So I don't know. I think it's going to be really good in the future, and it has a very good base to the game. It's a very good game, but it's just a little bit frustrating playing it right now with all the block strings and. Some characters have really high priority, and then every character, just like the medium seem to be the strongest normals, and it kind of makes the other ones not, the other buttons not too important to press. But no, that's what I think so far.
Fair enough. All right. Okay, Dimitri, what do you think about the game? I think you played it the most out of all of us. What do you think?
It's got a good start. It reminds me of Killer Instinct. How it started from nothing, and eventually you give it some time and it becomes like one of the best fighting games like out there right now. I know it's got some issues, like how we're not accessible to the full content due to like its full retail price, but
that's true. They
are giving it to us for free, so like keep that in mind. There are some polishing. Like some characters, like how they look on like the character selection screen, like it's only like me personally, the clipping, like the hair going through their skin and seeing it on the outside. I wish they would kind of clean that up. So far the online's been pretty decent as usual, you get some guys with great connections, some with bad, and let's be patient with it. The game's quite solid.
Fair enough. All right, cool. And Yanni, what do you think? Cool shirt, by the way.
Thanks, man.
What do you think?
I haven't played this game much, but from what I have to say, single-player content is shit.
Yeah.
Online is shit. Multiplayer is a fucking blast.
Okay.
That's all I have to say.
All right, fair enough. So with that, why don't we do this? So again, we're going to just devour this Greasy McDicks, and then we're going to get playing, and again, we'll see some online play. Hopefully the servers are up, versus play, and then see if there's any other functions that we've noticed during gameplay. So guys, we're going to cut back. We're going to see if our opinions change during the actual day. We're going to be here for a while, so it should be very fun. All right, Darren, what's up? So Darren's actually the sixth member of our party. He came a little later. So Darren has never seen this game. He's seen a couple of pictures of it. He's never seen it live. We just played it for 15 minutes. Darren, what do you think about Street Fighter V, being that we grew up with it and it was the game that we pretty much, raised us so far?
Well, I need to play it more to really get into it and to understand how it plays and whatnot, but so far it seems interesting. Looks like it'll be fun. I like so far what I see, although I have no clue what I'm doing with Vega.
I mean, because remember, now a lot of the characters like Vega and like Nash and other characters are now Shoto, in a sense. They're not charge characters. So they've changed that. I know that you're surprised about that. What about, graphically, I know you said it looks like very like Street Fighter 4.
To me, I haven't played the other one in so long now, it doesn't feel really that much different. To me, it looks almost identical.
I agree.
I'm sure it probably is better, like graphically, but I can't tell at this point.
Fair enough. So why don't we do this? We've been playing for a good hour and a half. competitively pretty good. We're gonna maybe jump online with other people around the world. So what we'll do is let's set it up. We'll do some gameplay against each other, maybe online, and see what we can do.
All right, sounds good.
Started again. We've just actually started checking out some matches. George is playing Yanni. Yanni's pretty cheap with Rashid here, but good cheap. Yeah. So I'm just speaking behind the camera. I mean, it's easier to see some gameplay here. You know what? Well, you know, we've been talking a lot about it. Maybe I was a little too harsh on the game. I know that it could have been maybe delayed a little, but a lot of the fight fans, including myself, I mean, to be honest, yes, I want a Street Fighter V out. Yes, it needs polishing, it's not perfect, but I really think they should have been, I think, a little more responsible with it, because, you know, it's such a big fight base that, you know, they can't half-ass it. But in the same time, if they're going to release characters, if they're going to update it better, I guess then, you know, we have really nothing to worry about. I just hope that, you know, they improve a lot of, you know, things missing. One thing, and maybe we'll do it later, like little things, you know, clipping, you know, little things they can program better that's annoying. But, you know, gameplay, it's still good. I don't really know who's really top tier right now. They say Bison's top tier. I guess, you know, that's... I know Bison's pretty much top tier. There's others as well, maybe even Nash. I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, so far so good. What do you guys think?
The players that you see right here, these two characters are quite like top tier material, like these guys here.
I think it's the greatest Street Fighter since Street Fighter 2.
All right. So, so it's we've been learning a lot about, you know, the mechanics again. Rashid's, I mean, Yanni's good with Rashid, and it's just hard to get, you know, even a block. You know, I mean, the game, we were laughing about it. All you have to really do to win in this game is press, low, low, medium punch and block, and just be a little patient. But look at this. I mean, total annihilation. Look at that. It's just his overhead. He just has so many hits. Look at that, 11 hits. I don't know. I mean, I can see maybe where they're going to start to change their characters, you know, in the revisions to come. I think they're going to start to, you know, maybe nerf characters and change some priorities, because this is insane. Look at that, 11 hits. That would have been 11 if you got him every one of them. Go to let me show you guys. Go to character select. One little thing that's, you know, I mean, just to not to nitpick, but go to character select. I want to show you the camera, show everyone what I mean. If you both go to pick Ryu, one thing that annoyed me, because Ryu's my main right now, where if you go to pick him, normally you'd pick, you know, a different color, because obviously you're gonna know who you're playing. And then not only that, look, just a little unnecessarily loading time, which is a little weird. So pick your stage, and then I think they should do better with stages. But look, if you both pick Ryu, so you can, it looks at the same color. It should automatically change it if it was like that. I think it's silly. See, and then no, press X, like it's obviously, and then it automatically, so the little things like that, that's silly. You know, they should automatically do it where they program, and it should be a 5-minute fix through a programmer, but little things like that's annoying. Yeah, let's go live. We're live.
It's like a PS4, and the one on the right is a PlayStation 3. This game has a unique feature where
That's right.
Use the old controller.
Yes, it's only this game.
Yeah, because you couldn't use anything from PS3 for PS4, right?
Yes.
Apparently, someone's telling me you're going to be able to get PS2 and PS3 games in your PS4.
Read the disc?
Yeah, the backwards compatibility. Anyways, alright, let's go. Alright, camera, I'm Ryu, by the way. Let's do it. Come on. Ah! Just die.
Does it feel like there's any like lag in the game, like slowdown when it gets really crazy?
Yes.
It looks like the
I think
background
there is.
almost kind of stutters the frame rate.
I
It, like
think-
dips a little bit.
Well, even look at the background. You see that, like the fat guy in the
Yeah. It
Like,
it looks
he's
like he's
not-
not very fluid.
yeah, exactly
Yeah,
right. You look
looks-
at it; it's
yeah,
choppy.
It
Rah,
does
rah,
look
rah, rah.
choppy, yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
man.
graphically, I don't think it looks that good.
It's okay, but
But not PS4 good.
that's
it should
it's
be
not.
better.
It's not next gen. I think.
No,
I
it's not. Graphically, no. I don't think it does look like that.
Maybe gameplay is arguable, but then again, I mean, who cares?
It just looks like all the characters in the background moving. It's like they're
choppy.
yeah, they're very choppy.
It looks like they made the stage first,
Yeah,
and then they like Photoshop.
yeah, they just like put the characters in. Sort yeah.
They don't look. The first thing I noticed when it was like that.
Like I mean, Street Fighter never. You never really interact with the background so much, other than just like breakable objects. But this, I don't know. It doesn't look like you're there in the background.
Ah,
It looks like the backgrounds are an afterthought, kind of.
nice. That's the Berserker Claw Barrage. That's exactly the Wolverine's Berserker Claw Barrage.
Yeah, it is from Marvel.
Ah.
Oh, you guys think it's better than 4 overall? Or not at all?
Not yet, definitely.
Yeah, not even close, eh?
Like
Are
later
you
on,
even interested in really playing it?
for sure, I'm interested. It's just I mean,
Shit!
Just doesn't feel quite the same.
Damn it, silly.
yeah, I mean, from the beginning, like Street Fighter 4 when it first came out, it was,
It was
solid.
exciting.
It was solid.
Dude,
Like,
Yeah,
there
it
was
was.
nothing really
Street Fighter
wrong
4
with it.
was exciting when it came out. Remember we went to that fucking arcade?
Yeah.
The Asian arcade
Yeah, but
and shit?
if they had this at an arcade, it would be just as good.
I don't think it would. I don't know. Maybe I'm just older and I don't care as much, and I don't play games much now. But I don't know. Like you'd have to really sit down with it and play it. But I'm not I'm really not excited. But that being said, I'm not really excited for anything.
Kidding me? Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Something's broken in the game.
Oh, come on.
Do it!
As a semi-competitive Street Fighter player, that was the most disgusting thing I've ever seen Steve do in his career.
W's a W.
Well, it doesn't make sense what happened there. I don't understand what...
Oh, a taunt! No, cheat, cheat, cheat. Rage quit.
Rage quit.
That's cool. Ah, I broke his gauge. Yes,
So I
got it.
don't know if anybody noticed, but as soon as Nikali got up, there was a bit of like
Leg. Yep.
that was like legit game lag, and I don't know if they can fix that without a big patch.
Yeah, the frame rate
Not playing this.
seems like it could be a lot better.
There should
And
not
It's
be.
not 60 frames a second.
And it's not like the game's
Is it?
online;
It
it's
doesn't look
offline.
like it for like a game like that.
It
at
shouldn't. There shouldn't be this much load time for a funny game.
Well, especially for considering PS4, I guess.
Another thing that I'd like to put in is I wish they'd take the time to fix the clipper.
Is clipping?
The
Look at
chain
it. Look.
like
Look at the
goes
clipping.
to,
Look. Look at his chain going through the other chain.
Oh shit, you're right.
It's just little things that
oh
are annoying.
yeah.
Ken,
Yeah, what's up with that?
Ken also has like his hair going through his neck and
Really? Yeah, like graphically it's not good.
some things are great, but some things just cannot be overlooked. Like as a company,
Yeah.
like, this is like next
Considering like the day and age,
Oh shit.
it's yeah, it doesn't look next gen. Honestly, why couldn't this run on a PS3? I think it could. I don't see why it wouldn't.
The lighting.
With all the
Are you
lighting.
sure? On late stage PS3? Maybe.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it looks really much better than the last one. Ryan looks very overpowered.
He's heavy. He's a heavy character. He's getting back into it, boys. You're next, Yanny.
Prefer to get 50 and 0.
What? Ah! Nuts. Ah, I'm getting stupid. We're actually now playing online. It's actually a lot funner, or a lot more fun that we've been playing, and that's more competitive. You know what? It's actually growing on me. There's a lot of little things that they should have changed, and that they will change. And I know maybe it's a little preliminary, but overall, it's growing on me. I think for what it is, it's actually pretty fun. It takes it back a little, like to Street Fighter 2 Champion and Hyper Fighting days. And there's a lot of things I'm still learning that I'm not sure of. But you know what? So far, so good. We've been doing pretty good online. It's pretty late, but we've been doing pretty good online. Connection's been pretty solid, so that's encouraging. What else? Oh, one little thing that's a little weird. So right now my cousin's playing and he's Nash. Well, if just say I wanted to play next and I didn't want to play as Nash, because right now Ryu's my main. The problem is I have to go through all these bullshit settings just to I have to go all through settings just to actually play as just a Ryu, which is a little silly. So I hope they actually change that. So I hope they change that in the near future. More characters is always fun, and just overall, better gameplay in general. But either way,
This guy knows how to play his hair.
you had him though. You should have had him beat.
Round 2. Fight.
Is this supposed to be Zangief's stage?
Yeah.
With the bear?
Yeah.
It's not, but it's Chun-Li's music though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have like the Russian performers.
Yeah. Doing those silly Russian dances.
Yeah, and then they also have those. No, he killed him on that one. You also those Russian dolls where the big one is the small one, Have you ever seen those before?
Like those little weird looking things?
Yeah, like and then inside is like a smaller doll. I don't know. Whatever.
Oh yeah, they're mopping on them.
The guy's name is Roland.
That's pretty weird. That's a cool.
Cross up, right?
There we go. I was just gonna say, hit that super. Is he fucked? He's done, right?
Maybe.
Almost. V trigger this shit.
They only have one super,
Nice.
right?
For now. Well, they did that in Street Fighter 4. They only had the
Yeah,
one
and
super, and then
they-
they upgrade. They changed it.
But they have
Nice.
the Ultra too.
Yeah.
This they don't.
Well, it's the super art. They don't have the distinction yet. No.
Yeah.
They have the V trigger.
Well, V trigger one. Yeah, no, that's right. Because just say Ryu's is the Shin Hadouken, then The V trigger is the Denjin, the one that the electric. Yeah.
Where you can charge it and do it over and over.
No, you actually, if I did my big one in V trigger, then it's like a huge electric one.
Oh.
Yeah, it's cool.
And does it stun you?
Yeah.
I don't like the Two-Face thing though. That's really.
It looks a little ugly. Actually, I got the comment. It explains how it happened. It's cool.
Yeah.
Charlie's like Frankenstein.
I don't know.
It's more like Frankenstein.
It is. It really
It
is.
looks poor. Like just his look doesn't look good in the
He's
game.
like 1/3 and like 3/4 face.
Yeah, and like the stitches look so like shit. Oh, his character design is garbage.
Well, they're gonna have an original costume because in the story mode, you actually get to play when he's like looks normal.
Because it's kind of dumb. Wait, what's he? She's Charlie Blanca now. That's
No.
what he is. He's Charlie Blanca. It is.
The worst.
He's a genetic freak. That's a Frankenstein.
I'm wondering why they named him.
Charlie Blanca.
Dr. Dalton.
I'm wondering why
I guess you didn't see that.
Well, I'm wondering why they named him Nash and not just Charlie.
Well, Nash is like his Japanese.
Yeah, it's the job. That's his last name. Yeah.
I think they should redo this new version, Charlie Blanca, and then have Nash, and he doesn't have this stupid shit. As a fan, I'd like to see that. Be a nice joke for everybody. That's one thing they need to do. They need to take Street Fighter a little less seriously, like make it more fun.
No, I think they're okay.
Like just like, you know.
Same guy.
I don't think so. Unless he's using a different color. Keep coking off from the start.
So jump in. Do that in Blade Kick.
Well, I'm making it. But I will jump.
Round 1. Fight!
I know, man. It's hard for me to play when I know he's supposed to be a charge character. It's so weird. That's cool.
Someday no one can go back to their character.
Yeah, it'll feel weird. It'll take forever to adjust.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. That's cool. I actually like that. How the V trigger almost gets you an opening. Like, you literally leave yourself open and...
So that's why I kind of
Nice.
He has no priority in his skills. Like, he has no invincibility. Like, just like that. All of his specials, EX. If somebody were to like fluke punch you, it's all that guy mashing.
This will make it really close. There we go. Good comeback, nice. Alright, so that was some gameplay, I mean, through online and matching, you know. So far, we haven't really seen someone so crazy, but, you know, so far so good. You know, I think the online's going to improve. I know that's a big factor that they were looking at. So, you know, we'll see how things progress. Maybe in the months to come when they release a different version or whatever, we'll revisit it. But so far, so good.